I'll be. There actually was an exit. This is the sky? I thought we got out of Haruko's body and we're flying through the air? What the hell's going on? She said that Demiurge is a plant weapon, right? It must be some kind of aerial mobile fortress. I think it's using Haruko's body while borrowing the power of Kana and Kanade. They created a single star from it. Anyway, we have to get out of here. Do you think we can take off on Gouda from here? Not so fast. I'll have you play with me. Suddenly, a shadow appears in the air. It looks down at us from above, directing its soul-chilling, murderous intent at us. I'll take the head of the hero first. So, if we've run into all of the 6 ancestors except Sasha, does that mean that Sasha's keeping the twins occupied? Also, more Alice Root bias. They've killed 2 of the 7 Archangels in the Ilias room. We haven't killed any of the 6 ancestors yet. It's a blow full of murderous intent. A deadly flash is fired in a straight line directly from above. Of course, Alma Elma is going to intercept her. Oh, did you master that move yet, Alma Elma? The next moment, Alma Elma moved. She intervened in front of Minagi and parried the blow with her martial arts. The second and third blow of Minagi were also unleashed and prevented by Alma Elma's counterattacks. It was as if many moves were compressed into a single moment. After a moment of extreme attack and defense, the 2 sides faced each other from a distance. You said you would take their head first. I won't let you take my friends' heads without waiting. That's right, but this time, it will not be a continuation of the practice. I will not be giving you any help because this is a strategy. That's why you guys go on ahead. I'll deal with Minagi. That's absurd! You're going up against the 6th ancestor all by yourself? Break through, Alma Elma. Through the fetters that bind you and reach Minagi. Yeah, I got it. But... This is Alma Elma's battle. Believe in victory and let her win. I looked up at Alma Elma's back. For some reason, it seems to be rejecting us. Alright, let's go. Alma Elma, you must come back alive! Ariel and Raphael are already gone. We can't afford to lose any more of our allies. Gouda! Ah! You're not going after them? I'm going to get your head first. That's what you're wanting, right? Sorry, but this time I won't retreat until I've taken your life. You're the founder of Succubi, but taking the head, receiving head, isn't that a little too violent? Do you hate those kind of things? Indeed. Exhaling a sigh, Alma Elma arrayed herself. Following her, Minagi also took a stance. Founder of Succubi Minagi, I'll take your head with my life! Come, my disciple from another world. Take my head if you can! Somehow we managed to escape from Tsubasa Castle. Or rather, from the Demon Star Demiurge. And what we saw from Galda's back is... That's the Demon Star Demiurge! How big is it? We were there just a few minutes ago, but when we look at it from here, we shudder at the size of it. Its size is comparable to that of a small moon, and it seems to be moving, albeit very slowly. Moving? That thing? Has a will of its own? But in its current direction, in about an hour, it will reach Grand Noah. Grand Noah is our main city, isn't it? That's where it's headed. I've sent instructions to Sariella, who is defending the city. Civilians have been evacuated and we are in intercept position. How can we intercept something like that? We can't just sit back and watch, can we? Gah. Can't do anything. As we look at the Demon Star from Galda, all we can do is bite back our frustration for seeing how much doom this spectral weapon's going to unleash. "10 hours and 15 minutes afterwards, in the Demiurge, the Demon Star weapon, reached the sky above Grand Noah. The reason why Grand Noah was the first to be attacked was only because it was the closest of the 3 cities controlled by the Angel Army. The size of the Demon Star is just as you reported. Looking up at the spectral star from the castle, Sariel shudders. It would be impossible to destroy it with that much mass, that near godlike power. Flak, fire! Anti-aircraft units, commence fire! Artillery units deployed in various parts of the city began firing overhead simultaneously. The bullets released like a rain fly towards the Demon Star. You're shooting at me. Come on, if you would. Defensive field deployment. Protects the planet Pentagon. A huge protective field covers Demiurge. The field drowns out the bombardment from Grand Noah. The defensive wall? You think a wall that big can defend something that big? Well, let's stop the interfering fire. Cannon, if you would. I'm already filled with energy. Blow it up! Diffuse rose burst! Multiple converging lasers are released from Demiurge. The bundles of lasers rain down on Grand Noah Castle. Ah! A squad of angels was being burned by lasers and disappeared. Sariella could do nothing but look up at him, helpless to do anything about it. That's not going to help you. Even if you try and get inside directly, there are 4 of the 6 ancestors inside. Is it impossible to defend Grand Noah? All troops, abandon the city and retreat! Buying back at the sense of helplessness, Sariella had no choice but to make that decision. The city had already succumbed to the fury of Demiurge. It's quite noisy down there. Are you sure you're driving safely? Can you afford to worry about what's going on down there? That's likely. If you're going to certify me as a disciple, why don't you go add a little more power? Yeah, they've been at for 10 hours. Alma Elma and Minagi chase each other for about 3 minutes, but even during that time, the difference in power was clear. Alma Elma's fists could not reach Minagi at all. On the other hand, Minagi's attacks are fierce, and she does her best to avoid mortal damage. Even if she avoids fatal wounds, Minagi's attacks severely carve deep damage. Alright, Alma Elma is in a state full of wounds. You've gotten used to your body enough to remember the technique that I taught you before. Flame dwell of Minagi's right hand and ice in her left. I marveled at the smooth flow of her work after I failed so many times. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. Fire in the right hand, ice in the left hand. Alma Elma is not working like that, Minagi's. I see hesitation in your stance. Apparently, you have not succeeded. Oh dear, dear, so you can see right through me. Since then, I practiced over and over again, but not one time did I ever succeed. I always avoided failure as a Monster Lord's puppet, but still, technique is something I never succeeded in. I will now unleash my Flame Fist Hypobe. You will also perform the same technique, and I will show you how to cancel it out. If you can't do it, this will be your end. I will not hesitate. The founder of Succubi is a real Spartan! Sweet and gentle was never the creed of Succubi, was it? There's no room for Alma Elma to make such a lighthearted remark. A feat that she has never been able to successfully accomplish before. Failure here means death. Minagi before shows no warmth whatsoever. The desperate killing spirit radiates from her body proves it. If you don't want to die, let go and show me. I have already taught you the Flame Fist Hypobe. I'll do it even if you don't tell me. I recall Heinrich's advice. Fix the power of ice and fine-tune the power of fire. Like this, the exact same amount of thermal energy will strike simultaneously both the positive and the negative. I have one question. Why are you trying to impart your knowledge to me? Is it just a whim? The deepest secrets that I wrought are my soul itself. What fool would give up their soul on a whim? Teaching you my arts. It's the first time teaching someone my arts. This is the first time in the thousands of years I've lived. Well then, I'm going to have to give it my all. Yes. Let's go. Come! I'm ready. Not ready to die, but ready to surrender to the arts. Ha! With her spirit, she kicks the ground. She runs smoothly and closes the gap at once. A fist of fire and a fist of ice become one. The opposing energies become one on impact and strike. And Alma Elma also perform the same technique. It's easy to maintain the balance on both sides as they intercept the approaching Minagi. Her movements were the perfect mirror image of Minagi's. With smooth movements, she fused her fists of fire and ice. The two techniques collided, and it brought a wave of destruction to the surrounding area. And... the impact bounced them off the ground and sent their bodies flying backwards. Minagi turned and landed on her feet, but Alma Elma was knocked to the ground. The tremendous impact caused deep damage to Alma Elma's body. It was all she could do to manage to stand up. The aftermath of the collision of the Flame Fist Ice Bailey. I didn't expect it to go this far. This is the first time I've experienced this technique colliding with an equal force. You've done well, Alma Elma. The Flame Fist Ice Bailey is now yours. Yeah, I have gotten the hang of it, although my body's a wreck as a result. In exchange for deep damage, she was able to learn Minagi's secrets. However, can she beat Minagi in this situation? Now, for the next step. Finally, I shall teach you my deepest secret. Huh? She's going to teach me a secret art? Then what's the technique now? The Fire Ice Fist wasn't your strongest art? It's just a practice technique for the preliminary stage of mastering my real art. However, the same is true of my secret art. The Flame Fist Ice Strike was not Minagi's secret technique. I didn't think there's anything better than that. First, put the power of darkness in your right hand. With your magic power, that shouldn't be a problem. The power of deep black darkness emanating from Minagi's right hand. No, wait, this is... How can you use holy power? And in the left, holy power. This reverses the positive and negative of the power of darkness with the change of nature. Reversing the power of darkness into the power of holy by changing its nature? That alone is already on the level of a forbidden technique. Keep the same amount of darkness in your right hand and holy in your left. What you're doing is the exact same as the Flame Fist Ice Strike. That's impossible! How can you have the same amount of dark power and the same amount of holy power created by inverting it? Don't make me say the same thing twice! If you can't do it now, you'll die! Darkness in her right hand, holy in her left. Opposing forces. Minagi quietly held her stance. The absolute power is palpable. It's so intimidating that your breath freezes and your heart almost boils. This is my secret technique, Tenchi Kaikun, which I created to defeat the Monster Lord. The Monster Lord? I'm talking about the strongest of the 6 ancestors, who excels in both physical arts and magic, boasts the highest level of combat capability, Saja. I, on the other hand, am a succubi. Even though I am invincible in the lower world, my physical frailty comes out when I face someone of the same rank. The others say that I have the power of seduction, that I can bring any man to his knees, the pinnacle in the art of lewd magic. But I'm not satisfied with my weak body. I want to defeat the Monster Lord. Therefore, I refined my techniques to their limit. I refined and finally obtained it. That is the Tenshi Kyakuken. It's a fusion reaction of darkness and light. An extreme martial arts that can defeat even a Monster Lord. So, you also... I want to win my own destiny. I want to break through any barriers. I have honed my skills, just as you have. Minagi, no, Master. I humbly accept your profound wisdom. Alma Elma, with the power of darkness in her right hand. If one belongs to a greater monster class, that's no issue. Then, in her left hand, she also uses the power of darkness. A reversal magic to reverse the positive and negative, creating holy power. It's not the most... It's quite the difficult thing to do, isn't it? Don't let up on your right hand either. You're distracted by your left hand and the power of darkness is wavering. Somehow, holy power is... Even reversing the dark attribute and creating the holy attribute is the most difficult level in the magical world. Without great skill, it would take a lifetime to manage it. Doing it with only the left hand, while holding the power of darkness in the right. Such a thing is tantamount to a divine technique. On top of that, the amount of energy in the left and right sides must be exactly the same. A task so difficult, even a god would have a hard time getting to this point. But it's happening right in front of my eyes. Minagi, a fighter who has mastered the martial arts while still being a succubi. I managed it, only in form. The sample in front of me, the Minagi who keeps both holiness and darkness at the same time. I managed to imitate it and bring out the same form. It looks a little rusty, but that's okay. If it takes that long to form, it's fine. You're quite the strict teacher. You're not the best person to train an apprentice. Can you afford to say that, my disciple? If you don't, then I will teach you the secret of the art. As before, you must counteract my move. If you can't, your power ends here. Now, let's go! Let's go, Master! They kick the ground at the same time. Then they perform their techniques as if mirror images. the fusion of holy and dark power in their fists, and then they strike in a straight line. Ah! Ah! Mom, today That little girl's been so naughty since she was little. Today she beat a tiger, and then the other day she beat a bear. I used to scold her all our time. In our family, violence is a shameful thing. That child, do you not like them? No, we have falling out in the end. I didn't agree with her until the very end. So you don't like that girl? That's not true. I'm so proud of them. I'm sure they're still saying, I'll defeat them even to this day. The great founder of Succubi, the six ancestors, Minagi and Alma Elma, was laying on the ground behind her. The impact of the Tenchi Kaiyuken inflicted fatal damage even on the six ancestors. Even though she was on the verge of running out of power, Minagi kept a cool face. Splendid, my disciple, Alma Elma. My soul, I truly taught it to you. You have defeated me with my innermost secrets. You are a licensed teacher. There's one thing I want to ask you. Why did you use succubi technique as if you were a succubi? Whether it's lewdness or wind magic, there was such a power gap between you and I. You could have defeated me with it. I wanted to use it, but I couldn't because of Kage Sumuragi, whom I met at San Ilias Castle. Oh, so Kage Sumuragi even got you here! Man! Perhaps nano-sized dolls entered my body at that time and multiplied like a virus and consumed my body. It was an assassination tactic used against me. Thanks to this, my magic is sealed. I can't use it at all. So that's why... Still, even while being affected by the magic, the nanodolls, Minagi fought only with physical skills. I don't think that converting darkness into holy and using fire and flame in your fist doesn't count as magic. You're telling me that those are purely martial skills? I'm sorry. I wanted to keep you alive somehow, but because of the mission, this was the end. Well, I'm going first. Minagi passed away with a smile on her face. Alma Elma, who could sense it, no longer had any strength left in her. Alma Elma suffered more damage than Minagi. Fierce battle with Minagi. The impact of the Fire Fist Hapobe, in the aftermath of the Tenchi Kaiyaku Kenshi. Thank you, Master. Now, I also... Mother. Today, the founder of Succubi. The two Succubi ran out of strength in the wind, burning out their lives and then crashing down their own walls. Man. So we lose Granbaria in the Alice route, and Alma Elma in the Ilias. But they each died fighting worthy opponents. After the arrival of Demiurge, the demonic star weapon, the place is completely scorched earth. The city, once so prosperous, is now in this state. It's not so much as a fall, but a complete annihilation. This is terrible! A barbaric bunch they are. To burn down so much the city that they ruled. So why were they not? Why were they so concerned about destroying the city before? Before they left, so that they would destroy the city, and now they just blew it up. Anyway, we need to meet with Sariella as quickly as possible. We must gather everyone together and immediately take measures too. After burning down Grand Noah, Demiurge disappeared to nowhere. Neither Grand Noah nor Yamatai have yet confirmed their arrival, though. Naturally, we can't just sit idly by. We must urgently consider countermeasures against the enemy's satellite weapon. Man. I thought you were against destroying your slime's home, Kanade. 2nd Division, move to Yamatai to gather combat-ready personnel. 3rd Division, head to Grand Noah and Grand Gold. Sariella, what's the situation? The city is completely destroyed, and more than 60% of troops have been lost. This place is abandoned, and the remaining troops are being allocated to the 2 remaining cities. That's an appropriate measure. But both cities will inevitably be destroyed once Demiurge arrives. So what are you two doing? There you are! Ilias, Matron, and Sandophon, return. I'm tired. I want to rest. If you don't say that you were fighting with Sasha, you're completely useless. The Matron sisters arrived. They've been out of touch since shortly after the battle with Sabasa. What have you guys been doing? After the advanced troops entered Sabasa, the castle turned into flesh, and our communication was cut off, and they attacked us with great power. We fought back too, but the other side was too powerful for us. When we were trying to escape from inside Haruko's body, Metatron and the others were also fighting a fierce battle outside. The mother of Demiurge, Haruko, in addition, Kanade and Kanon also gave the power of water and plants. On top of that, they used power squeezed out of Gabriella. So, simple conversion, that's the power of the 4 of the 6 ancestor class monsters. Don't forget about Tamamo. Jeez. So powerful that we couldn't even get our teeth in. That's what we smashed head on into, isn't it? Even if we attack blindly, it's impossible to destroy it. Gabriella, who had been bedridden and weak, comes out of the Monster Lord's pocket castle. From the looks of things, she's still not feeling well, but... Gabriella, is your body okay? Not enough to fight yet, but I can talk like this. Anyway, I'm glad you are freed. It means that all 7 of the Archangels have been rescued. Oh, hey? The 7 Archangels dispatched to the Heavenly World were 6, excluding Michaela. However, Rafaela and Uriella lost their lives in this battle. As a result, we were reduced to the 4 of us here. All in order to get us out of there in one piece. We must avenge them, whatever it takes. We must crush Demiurge. But it's the 4 of us against the 6 ancestors. Honestly, it's a little rough. About that, I have something serious to tell you. I have eyes and ears. I can perceive of plants all over the world. I have to give some painful news to Ilias and Co, but the context of this war... Enough already! Cut to the chase! What in the world happened? Please listen with your hearts. Your companion, Alma Elma, was killed in action. Oh no! Alma Elma, who remained on Demiurge and held Minagi back. No way. She lost her life? Why didn't she run away? Even when the 3 little sisters and Minagi were there, so... In 2 previous occasions, Alma Elma remained alone to stop strong people. Both times, she successfully made it through and returned home. We believed that they would return this time too. We thought we would meet up with them again later, aloof as always. Why was such a thing? Alma Elma did her deadly best and struck Minagi down. Therefore, only 5 remain of the 6 ancestors. She struck her down? Don't tell me that a monster from Earth took out Minagi! I can't believe it. Up against one of the 6 ancestors? It was a tremendous battle. If the world... If they were in the world, it would be a duel that would go down in history. Alma Elma, you were finally able to defeat her. Alma Elma was able to defeat Minagi, and then she herself ran out of energy. Yep, 07's in the chat, boy. Rumi-chan. That's one hell of an achievement, but this isn't something to be happy about. But we have to make them proud. Yes, it's sad, but Alma Elma fought to the very end. We are not going to lament until everything is finished. Otherwise, Elma will rebuke us. Anyway, we have to do something about Demiurge. It's tough, but with our current forces... Sariella led the discussion. We're reminded once again that Rafaela is not here. Until Rafaela was the main head of intelligence and performed this kind of role, she did it well. Can we call Michaela over here? If Michaela comes over here, the defense of the heavenly world will be reduced to 0. What we should fear most is that the heavenly world will be exposed to attack to the enemy. The forces of the Dark Gods are trying to get a whole space-time transfer technology, and the forces of Black Alice are still alive and well. If Michaela leaves, the enemy will target the heavens immediately. We must avoid that. In the end, we have to deal with just the members we have here. I don't think we have much of a chance to win, no matter how you look at it. Ilias, I have a report! Finally, some levity! We're in a meeting, do it later. But don't show up in the middle. Hold back a little. Sorry. Huh? You're not an angel from our army. Are you from this world? The Angel Liberation Army? Yes, I have a message from Eden over here. She says, I have found the fallen angel of the Messiah. What the hell is that? I found the Messiah of the fallen angels hidden in the village of Enri. We found the fallen angel we looked for. But they're feckless and useless. That's why, Ilias, we would like you to go to Enri. That's all for the message! Enri? Fallen angel? That's no way! Yeah, Michaela? Understood. Tell Eden that we'll head there immediately. Yeah! The savior of fallen angels, as the prophecy says. If she becomes one of us, the destruction of Demiurge will be... But Ilias, I'm sorry to say it, but can we really trust such a prophecy? That prophecy is the words left by Ilias of the monster world before she was destroyed. There must be some kind of meaning behind it. And a fallen angel in Enri. That gives me a bit of an idea of who they're talking about. So, Ilias, taking that fallen angel into the fold is the plan, correct? Yes. You'll head to Enri immediately. In the meantime, please reorganize and rebuild your forces. Understood. Immediately. Eden, you'll do best to accompany little Ilias. Leave it to me. I will protect Ilias. Eden joined the group. Hope that fallen angel's strong. Well then, Sandalphon, let's go get ready. Back in the Yamatai, building a defense. I'm going to focus on recovery a while longer. If you give me some time, I should regain my strength. So, Luca, let's head to Enrica! In our world, it's west of Iliasville. In this magical world, well, let's start by crossing over to the Ilias continent. From the map, it looks like more than half of Ilias continent has sunk into the sea. There's a direct train service from the station east of San Ilia. Take it and cross to the Ilias continent. It's the station east of San Ilia. Then we'll head to Enrica right away. We're on our way to the hidden village of Enrica, where we'll finally discover the savior of the fallen angels and make them our ally. Little Ilias. This is the Ilias Temple. Analysis of mechanical technology in the magical world has progressed and new products have been developed. Please stop by. I see, that interests me. Should I stop by Ilias Temple before going to Enrica? Apparently the temple's engineering department has developed a new product. If you're curious, let's go there. Is there anything here? The city has been abandoned because it no longer makes any strategic sense. Angels stationed here have also moved to Grand Gold and Yamatai. The only ones remaining here are research personnel like myself. I guess there's nothing left, huh? Oh. A city that was so beautiful is now like this. Well, can't get there. Of course, the Colosseum never opened. There was little time to evacuate the citizens. The Dark Army burned down even their own people. Well, Ilias's army's won the talk. We've seen what Michaela did. Man, it's just gone. Well, guess there's nothing else here. Anything up this way? Nope. It's just all gone. Alright. To Ilias Temple. Let's see what people have to say now that we've lost 2 of the 7. Lady Uriel, Lady Raphaela, curse those monsters! What a tragedy. To think that Lady Raphaela and Lady Uriel would lose their lives. There's a looming threat to the Calamity Star Demiurge. Can we truly win this battle? It's nice to see that the update to the translation got this bit. Guess they translated everything on this particular map. Oh, Lady Raphaela, no. Oh. It's hard to accept that Lady Raphael and Lady Uriel will never return. There's stuff still here. Lady Raphaela has fallen. Lady Sariella will take command of the invasion forces into the monster realm. Once Lady Gabriella recovers, she'll support Commander Sariella as her strategic advisor. There's a book you want to read. Just say the word, I'll fetch it for you right away. I'm intrigued, but we have pressing matters for now. We'll come back some when time allows. A succubus of the moral realm clashed with Minagi of the 6 ancestors. This is a beacon of hope amidst despair. No one in the Dominion could have foreseen this. Defeating one of the 6 ancestors might be the turning point. Alma Elma, Queen of the Succubi. No matter the outcome of this war, her name will be immortalized in the annals of history. Gone is Lady Rafaela, the wisest among us. Gone is Lady Uriela, the strongest in combat. It'll be incredibly difficult to fill that void. We'll have to brace ourselves for some tough times ahead. We need to deal with the Calamity Star Demiurge, and we must do it after losing Lady Rafaela and Lady Uriela. Still pissed that Lady Uriela's death didn't even warrant a CG. Oh look, Heaven's Gate's up there. For now, we've come up with a good plan. Your strength will be crucial now, more than ever. Oh, if it isn't Heaven's Gate! What happened to guarding the gate? I've been guarding the gate connecting this realm to Taurus. Now that monsters can shift through space and time, guarding the gate has nearly lost all of its purpose. Enemies can appear from anywhere, anytime. Not ideal for a gatekeeper like me. Enemies could come from anywhere now. It's a troublesome situation for a gatekeeper. I mean, Black Alice's side can, but the Dark... Well, I guess once they figure it out, the Dark God side will as well, so whatever. Invite to join us. Then join us? You can't afford to just stand on defense anymore. If that's what Ilias commands, I'm honored. I'll use this body to shield you no matter what. Gate has joined the party. Alright, wasn't expecting to get a new ally here. All of the angelic dominion is shrouded in deep sorrow. Some are even succumbing to pessimism, fearing defeat. As for the Calamity Star Demiurge, it's still in a test phase activation. There should be a brief window for adjustments. Now's the perfect opportunity while the enemy is motionless. We must prepare for a counterattack while we can. The Alliance of Wisdom may have been wiped out, but we're working on recovering the data they left behind. Our current task is reviving the dormant neck stalls. If only we could craft a compatible power source. Calamity Star Demiurge. It appears to have incomplete space-time movement capabilities. This implies that in the future, we must consider the possibility of that star assaulting this temple. We must destroy the Calamity Star at all costs. We will dedicate ourselves to devising strategies with all of our might. The data from Yamatai and the monster realm is being analyzed. Our technology has improved even further. Alright. However, after the war ended, Lady Lucifina retired. Lady Michaela took the seat among the 7 Archangels with the 6 new angels. Thus Lady Eden remained the only seraph. It was then that the plan to create experimental angels emerged. Yeah, retired. More like she's fucking pissed at the shit that you're pulling. And so, the research facility produced Lady Zeon and Lady Gnosis. This is what this is what they say from the very start. Alright. Lady Uriela faced an ambush by 3 of the 6 ancestors, and yet she sacrificed herself to render the enemy unable to fight. Not for her efforts, you all would have been overrun by their pursuit. The Calamity Star Demiurge, a mobile weapon so powerful it could level entire cities. Haruko, Kanai, and cannons combined power. How can we possibly stand against the strength of the three of the six ancestors? Luca, war always comes with the shadow of death. Neither you nor I are exempt from that. Both Raphaela and Uriela met their ends nobly. Carry their spirits with you and continue fighting. I suppose this isn't the time to ask for anything of myself. With 2 of the 7 Archangels fallen, our situation grows dire. Ilias, guide Luca well. Alright. Head to San Ilia. I think we'll call it for tonight.